Number 4. This picture shows a male flower and a female flower. Letter A. Which are the male flower and female flower? As you know, the male flower has a unique part which is called stamen. Stamen is the male organ, and this stamen consists of two parts, anther and filament. So here I'm gonna look at the anther. The anther produces pollen. So here we have pollen. So this part here has pollen or produces pollen. So R is excellent. It is the answer. Anther, which is carried by a filament. Excellent. So this is the filament. So the male flower has stamen, which consists of anther and filament. The anther produces pollen, and the filament carries the anther. So A is the male flower. What about the female flower? The female flower has a carpel, which consists of three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. Okay? Here, as you can see, this flower has stigma, which is at the top of the style, and it is sticky to catch pollen. Also, we have a tube that connects between the stigma and ovary. This tube is called style. And finally, we have this belly here, which is ovary. Excellent. So S is stigma. Let's recap the function of each part. Okay, let's start with flower B. Flower B is the female flower because it has the female organ, which is called carpel. Okay. The carpel consists of a stigma, which is sticky to catch pollen. Style, a long tube that carries pollen from the stigma to the ovary. Ovary contains egg. Here, this is the part that is common between any flower. This part is petals. Petals are colorful leaves that attract insects to the flower. Okay, and here this small leaf is called sepal. Sepals are green leaves that are small. Yeah. Okay. Well, again, what is the function of the ovary? Yeah, the ovary contains egg. Ovary, stigma, and style. Here we have the female part. Okay, what about flower A? Flower A has anther and filament. Anther produces pollen, and filament carries the anther. Both of them are the male organ, which is called stamen. We have petals to attract insects, and we have sepals also to protect the flower pod when the flower is a bud. Okay, so here B is the, you are right, the female flower. So A is the male, B is the female. Explain your answer in A. We said A. In A, we said A is the male, B is the female. Yeah, I'm gonna prove it. Flower A has pollen. Where can I find this pollen? In its anther. So it has anther, which is a male part. And flower B has a stigma and an ovary. Okay, so this is my proof, yeah, to this answer here. Let's continue. C. Take the boxes that show the features of insect pollinated flowers. We said we have two ways to pollinate the flower. What does it mean by the word pollination? Pollination means the movement of pollen from the answer to the stigma by wind or pollinators. Pollinators like insects, bees, birds, and so on. Here, what do you think? What should a flower have to pollinated by wind? It should have small petals to allow wind to move through the flower. Also, light pollen because this pollen is carried by the wind. What about flowers that are pollinated by pollinators or insects? They should have colorful petals, good scent. Okay, what does it mean by scent? Scent means a good smell. Yeah, and the last thing, nectar. It has nectar. Nectar is a sweet liquid that attracts insects. Let's read here and choose the correct answer. He said insect, so feathery answer? No, this is for wind. To be easy to carry the pollen. Sticky pollen? Yeah. To stick on the stigma and also to stick on the bee's body. Okay? To stick on the bee's body or in pollinator's body. I can't draw, so I'm gonna draw an insect like this. It's amazing. So where is the pollen? It's here. It will stick to the body because they are sticky. Contains nectar? Yeah, it's true. Because this nectar here is gonna attract the insect to drink it. Small petals? No, this is for pollinated by wind. Brightly colored flowers? Yes, to attract insects. Insects love any color and they are gonna attract to this colorful petals. Okay, let's continue. Here he said, which part B, Q, R, S, or T surrounds and protects the flower when it is in the bud stage? Bud means boron. Name this stage. We should circle the letter or write it and name this part. Sorry. Let's find what is this part. The part that protects the flower bud is sepal, which is letter Q. Yes. So I'm gonna write Q and write its name, which is sepal. Letter E, which part B, Q, R, S, or T contains the ovules and eggs? I said before that ovary contains egg. So I'm gonna choose the letter for ovary, which is T. And I'm gonna write the name, don't forget. T is ovary. Okay?